Why does some lightning go sideways? This is typically caused by wind blowing the lightning channel sideways during the exposure. The stronger the wind and closer the lightning strike, the more horizontal displacement will exist on the recorded image. What determines the path of lightning? Lightning is a form of electric current, so it will find the path of least resistance to the ground, where there is the least amount of negative charge. To get there, the lightning has to travel through part of the atmosphere, but not all air has the same amount of conductivity. What attracts lightning to a person? Myth: structures with metal, or metal on the body, jewelry, cell phones, MP3 players, watches, etc. attract lightning. Fact: height, pointy shape, and isolation are the dominant factors controlling where a lightning bolt will strike. The presence of metal makes absolutely no difference on where lightning strikes. Does lightning follow the easiest path? It looks for the closest and easiest path to release its charge. Often lightning occurs between clouds or inside a cloud. These positive charges move up into the tallest objects like trees, telephone poles, and houses. A step leader of negative charge descends from the cloud seeking out a path toward the ground. Is lightning hotter than the sun? Air is a very poor conductor of electricity and gets extremely hot when lightning passes through it. In fact, lightning can heat the air it passes through to 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit, 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. Can lightning go sideways? Perhaps the most dangerous lightning appears as bolts from the blue lightning that begins upward, but then moves sideways and then downward to hit the ground as much as 3 miles from a thunderstorm. What is a superbolt of lightning? Superbolt may refer an unusually powerful lightning bolt. How many coulombs are in a lightning bolt? An average bolt of negative lightning carries an electric current of 30,000 amperes, 30 kW, and transfers 15 coulombs of electric charge and 1 gigajoule of energy. What are the types of lightning? There are 3 common types of lightning: cloud to ground, cloud to cloud, and cloud to air. Cloud to ground lightning is the most dangerous. The ground is mainly consisted of positively charged particles, while the bottom of violent storm clouds have negative charged particles. Does thunder follow lightning? Thunder is the sound caused by a nearby flash of lightning and can be heard for a distance of only about 10 miles from the lightning strike. Thunder is created when lightning passes through the air. The lightning discharge heats the air rapidly and causes it to expand. Are lightning bolts flat? Lightning is a very powerful energy blast which happens between the sky and the ground, or in the sky between clouds. This lightning bolt has many different shapes. It kinks and turns and is sometimes round and sometimes what you might call flat. What is the most common shape of lightning? In the most common type of cloud-to-ground lightning, CG, a channel of negative charge, called a step leader, will zigzag downward in roughly 50-yard segments in a fork pattern. This step leader is invisible to the human eye, and shoots to the ground in less time than it takes to blink. Why is it called a bolt of lightning? Meaning sliding metal rod that thrusts the cartridge into the chamber of a firearm is from 1859. From the notion of an arrow's flight comes the bolt of lightning, 1530s, and the sense of a sudden spring or start, 1540s. Bolt, B. Is there blue lightning? Lightning also can take on a range of colors, depending on conditions in the clouds and in the air. Typically, blue lightning within a cloud indicates the presence of hail. Red lightning within a cloud indicates the presence of rain. White lightning is a sign of low humidity or a little amount of moisture in the air. How fast is a lightning? The speed of lightning. While the flashes we see as a result of a lightning strike travel at the speed of light, 670 million miles per hour, an actual lightning strike travels at a comparatively gentle 270,000 miles per hour. This means it would take about 55 minutes to travel to the moon, or around 1.5 seconds to get from London to Bristol. What is the hottest natural thing in the universe? The hottest thing in the universe, supernova. The temperatures at the core during the explosion soar up to 100 billion degrees Celsius, 6,000 times the temperature of the Sun's core. How often is the Eiffel Tower struck by lightning? Lightning protection made the headlines this week as Paris's most famous landmark, the Eiffel Tower, was struck by multiple bolts of lightning during a storm. According to Météo France, the average house is struck by lightning once in every 800 years, whereas the Eiffel Tower is struck by lightning 10 times per year. How does it feel when you get struck by lightning? A jolting, excruciating pain. My whole body was just stopped. I couldn't move anymore, Justin recalls. The pain was. I can't explain the pain except to say if you've ever put your finger in a light socket as a kid, multiply that feeling by a gazillion throughout your entire body. Why lightning doesn't take the shortest path? Air is extremely resistive. As a result, lightning doesn't follow the path of least resistance, it creates the path of least resistance by ionizing the air. What happens when lightning strikes near you? Anyone outside near a lightning strike is potentially a victim of ground current. Typically, the lightning enters the body at the contact point closest to the lightning strike, travels through the cardiovascular and/or nervous systems, and exits the body at the contact point farthest from the lightning. What does path of least resistance mean? Definition of take/follow the path/line of least resistance, to choose the easiest way to do something instead of trying to choose the best way.